Right, everyone. Welcome back to Crypto Brain. Today we're analyzing Toshi, with particular focus on the developing bullish narrative surrounding integration and partnership alignment with Coinbase. Let's approach this through structured market reasoning rather than excitement. Beginning with the core overview, Toshi continues to position itself firmly within the meme asset segment, yet its strategic direction appears increasingly infrastructure-aware. The emphasis is no longer purely cultural or community-driven. There is visible discussion around exchange-grade alignment, which materially changes the valuation conversation. The reference to Coinbase integration is significant. From a professional market perspective, Coinbase represents one of the most regulated, compliance-focused, and institutionally recognized exchanges in the digital asset sector. Any confirmed integration, whether direct listing, technical support, or ecosystem-level collaboration, would elevate accessibility, liquidity routing, and credibility. However, it is critical to distinguish between confirmed partnership and narrative discussion. If integration is formally confirmed, the structural implications are substantial. If it remains speculative or under review, then price behavior may reflect anticipatory positioning rather than fundamental transformation. Assuming structural alignment progresses, the first impact would be liquidity expansion. Coinbase exposure provides access to a broader retail and institutional participant base, particularly within the US market. Increased accessibility typically reduces friction for capital inflow and improves order book depth. From a valuation standpoint, enhanced exchange infrastructure often compresses perceived risk. When an asset moves closer to regulated exchange ecosystems, larger capital allocators become more comfortable participating. This does not eliminate volatility, but it professionalizes the trading environment. Looking at Toshi's price structure, volatility remains evident. The asset continues to demonstrate high beta characteristics, sharp expansions followed by consolidation phases. This is typical for meme sector instruments transitioning toward wider exchange recognition. Early speculative phases create initial spikes. Structural confirmations tend to produce more sustainable trends. The bullish argument surrounding Coinbase integration rests on three primary pillars. First, credibility expansion. Association with a globally recognized exchange strengthens brand legitimacy. Second, liquidity scaling. Broader access improves turnover and price discovery efficiency. Third, narrative acceleration. Meme assets thrive on visibility, and exchange integration amplifies exposure. However, exponential projections must remain conditional. For a sustained bullish trajectory, integration must be accompanied by consistent trading activity, expanding holder distribution, and continued community engagement. Infrastructure alone does not guarantee upside. It simply creates the environment in which upside becomes possible. Risk assessment remains essential. Meme-aligned assets, even when supported by major exchanges, remain sentiment-sensitive. Market cycles dictate performance. During bullish macro conditions, speculative tokens can outperform dramatically. During contraction phases, they can retrace aggressively regardless of exchange presence. From a strategic perspective, professional participants would monitor confirmation status of the integration, liquidity depth post-announcement, volume consistency over multiple sessions, structural formation of higher lows on the chart. If these elements align, the bullish thesis strengthens. If momentum fades following initial excitement, then the move may have been narrative-driven rather than structurally supported. It is also worth considering capital rotation dynamics. When large exchanges integrate or list emerging assets, short-term inflows often occur rapidly. The more important metric is retention, whether capital remains positioned or exits after the initial spike. Toshi currently sits at an interesting junction. It retains meme sector energy while potentially advancing toward broader exchange infrastructure. That combination, if executed correctly, can extend life cycle duration beyond typical meme cycles. In summary, the Coinbase integration discussion materially shifts perception. Confirmed infrastructure alignment would enhance liquidity and credibility. Bullish continuation depends on sustained inflows and structural price development. Volatility remains inherent and must be respected. Toshi presents a speculative opportunity with evolving exchange-grade positioning. Whether it transitions from narrative momentum to structural growth will depend on execution and broader market sentiment. This has been a measured, professional breakdown. If you value disciplined crypto analysis delivered without unnecessary hype, ensure you're subscribed to Crypto Brain. Until next time, remain analytical, remain disciplined, and let structure guide conviction.